Vinaka, and welcome to another interesting episode of the FNU Pulse. My name is Crystal, and in today's episode, we're going to talk about something extremely fantastic, and I wish I had this in my time when I was in high school. And we're going to talk about the upcoming STEM-tastic Adventures with Young Pacific Leaders Symposium, and this is set to happen from September 9th to the 11th at FNU's Namaka Campus. So if you're in the West, this is something that you can really look forward to. And this event is a regional event, so it's not just about Fiji, it's about the entire Pacific. How cool is that? And this is co-hosted by M Education Alliance, the Fiji National University's Namaka Campus, and with support from the U.S. State Department's Young Pacific Leaders Initiative. So I think this involves around more than 100 young people, educators, we have funders, policymakers. And so to talk a little bit more about it, today in the studio, we have a very special guest all the way from the United States of America, not very close to home, but let's welcome the Public Affairs Officer from the U.S. Embassy, Mr. Strader Payton. Thank you so much for coming today. We're so excited to have you in studio. And how are you feeling?
Well, not nervous at all. I will say thank you very much for having me, Crystal. I'm very excited to be here today. Mm-hmm. Extremely excited to talk about our STEMtastic Adventures program out in Nandi at the FNU campus in Western Fiji. This will be I just arrived in Fiji last week.
And how do you like it?
I love it. We have been here for a very short time, but I think the friendliness of the people has been so overwhelming.
Yeah.
My wife and I have already talked about, do we want to try and stay another year?
We don't mind.
Yeah.
We really don't
Wonderful.
mind.
I'm happy to hear that. So we've been feeling a very warm welcome, and really have enjoyed our short time here, and look forward to several more years.
Yeah, so you have lived the theme, the spirit of Fiji, which is where happiness truly finds you, right here in Fiji. Yeah. Now, talking about happiness,
yes,
I am really, really happy and excited about the STEMtastic Adventures program. For those of you who don't know most about it, STEM subjects are basically science, technical, engineering, and mathematics. But in Fiji, when we talk about mathematics, not a lot of people like that. But how is STEMtastic Adventures going to change that? And how is it tailored specifically for our Pacific Island countries? Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. I think this is a great question. So first of all, STEM is, promoting STEM education around the world is something that we at the State Department are always excited to do. Before I came to Fiji, I was working in Japan. We did a lot of similar programs over there. Obviously, STEM education in Fiji, STEM education in Japan, STEM education in the United States, it's all a little different. But it is by coming together and talking about our experiences with STEM and the impact that it has on our lives that we can share ideas and we can make progress together. So this idea emerged out of the State Department's Young Pacific Leaders program that has been going on for many years in this region, to help connect and engage with the young emerging leaders of this region. And, the original idea was that this region had never really hosted. There hadn't been a big STEM symposium like this before. And recognizing that Fiji is a very central, this is the hub of the Pacific in a lot of ways.
Yep.
So, and we have strong partnerships with FNU, with USP, there's great educational institutions here. This is the place where we can make change happen. And so, the program implementers that the State Department has worked with engaged in a period of consultation with stakeholders in Fiji and across the Pacific about what are the themes and what are the topics that are going to be most relevant to the audience. Right. How can we present these topics in a way that both are respectful and understanding of local culture, and also at the same time take into account what the priorities are of the communities around here. So some of these fields that we're really diving deeply into at this symposium are going to include topics relevant to the audiences across the Pacific. These include AI, robotics, disaster recovery education, something I think that is very important and very relevant to people here, and accessibility. So, this will both reflect local priorities and help build on the regional expertise that already exists. With nearly half of the population in this region, I think like 40% of the Pacific is under the age of 18.
Yes.
So, this is a really important thing to be focused on, is talking about education. How are we teaching STEM? How are we encouraging and inspiring young people to choose STEM fields in study? And so these are the things that we were taking into account when we structured the program. So if young people are thinking about a way to have a fulfilling career, one that both provides you with a good job where you can take care of, you can pay your bills, you can take care of your family, but also in a way that you can contribute meaningfully to society, you can contribute meaningfully to community. You cannot choose a better path in a STEM field. I mean, if you think about it, it's not just education, it's healthcare.
Right.
Engineering, our infrastructure, the infrastructure that we all depend on, right? Somebody has to design and build roads. Someone has to design and build ports for our economies to function well. IT, all of these fields are really critical to our health, our economic prosperity, and social stability, and obviously convenience. I mean, come on, we wouldn't be here on a podcast if there weren't a whole lot of smart people that got together and it helped us create this technology.
That's absolutely true. And just to add on to that, you talked about how, it's important to have education that helps you, survive financially. But the Pacific is known for communal living. We are here, whatever we do, we ensure it's not just for us, it's for our people, that we always give back to the community that raised us, to the people that raised us. And I strongly agree with what you said about how STEM allows us to do that. In case you didn't know, the Fiji National University is the largest provider of TVET programs, and most of them focus on STEM subjects. And we're so proud to say that majority of our graduates are women. So we're really excited about this, and hopefully after this program, a lot of the students that go through this adventure end up continuing their adventure with us here at FNU. So we're so excited, which leads me to the next question. So how can our young people, and which age, from where, how can our young people get engaged in the symposium? Because I don't know if I qualify as a young person anymore, but I am super excited and I wish I could join this.
Well, Crystal, from where I sit, I believe you still qualify very much as a young person. I can't say the same for myself, perhaps, but I think that's a great question. We really want people to get engaged. So there are several ways you can do that. Take a look at the FNU website. I believe the Facebook page has a link on there for how you can get engaged. We also, of course, please follow us. Please follow the U.S. Embassy at U.S. Embassy Suva, both on Facebook, Instagram, all of that, X. We look forward to sharing more information about this and other STEM activities we're working on there. So those are two ways. Now, if you can't make it to the conference, if you can't make it to the symposium, again, follow us on social media, stay engaged, get engaged. Your students at FNU, I'm sure you have pathways to get involved, and we at the embassy absolutely value our relationship and our partnership with FNU. So, if your students want to find out how they can learn more from studying in the United States or opportunities for exchange programs, we can help connect them through that as well. Wow. So, and this also, I'm sorry.
Like, is it just limited to students, or are staff able to come in as well? Because we have
welcome you coming.
We have a very young demographic in our staff as well, and we believe they would be interested in pursuing further studies. So is this also applicable to them, or just for high school leavers and year 1, year 2 uni students?
No, actually, this is the great thing. This is a very open forum. So in addition to students, of course, students are welcome. We also have people from across the Pacific, for example, people who work for ministries of education. Because, yes, we're talking about STEM, but we're talking about STEM as an educational field. How can we help inspire the next generation? So in addition to the students coming, we're also hoping to have teachers, administrators, staff, staff from ministries of education, staff from universities, staff from other schools, absolutely are welcome. And, honestly, young professionals working in STEM fields themselves, we would really welcome their perspective. And the way we've structured the symposium is that, our Young Pacific Leaders program, we have alumni. So these are people who participated in programs years ago who are now further on in their careers, have PhDs, are, working STEM professionals, and now they are coming and making the presentations. So they're sharing their story because, look, I can come to you as the American diplomat and tell you, STEM is great. But it makes more sense if you hear somebody that comes from your background, from your community, who has gone through it and actually lived that experience, and they share it. It's very meaningful. So we're really hoping for it. And in case you were asking, Crystal, we would be happy to save you a seat.
Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, now we'll go into a quick break, and once we come back, we'll talk more about the STEM-tastic Adventures, which is going to happen next month at our FNU Namaka Campus. So stay tuned.
At the Fiji National University, thousands of students work hard to build their future, but sometimes dreams need a little help. The FNU Foundation is here to support students with scholarships, meals, and essential services when they need it most. You can apply today or make a difference by supporting the foundation. Let's build futures together. Visit www.fnu.ac.fj/foundation. Apply or support now.
Welcome back, and we're in conversation with Mr. Strader, and we're talking about very important STEM-tastic Adventures. Now, when we talk about STEM-tastic Adventures, we talked a little bit about how it's here to provide solutions to some of our problems here in the Pacific. But apart from that, what other things will be showcased at the symposium, and how are they relevant to the challenges that we face in the Pacific? And will we be able to hear from our own people, our own Pacific leaders at the symposium?
Well, I'll answer that last question first. Yes, absolutely. So one of the ways we structured this symposium is to have our YPL, our Young Pacific Leaders alumni. So these are people from this region who have participated previously in exchange programs or other programs that we've run out of the U.S. Embassy or the U.S. State Department in Washington. And we have maintained that relationship with them as they have gone forward in their careers. So in addition to supporting them and their engagement in these issues, we like to see after they succeed, they come back and they help pay it back. They help pay it forward, right? So they're coming and they are presenting. We have several of them that will be presenting at this conference on a variety of topics. As I said earlier, these topics, the themes that we're going to be covering here at the STEMtastic Symposium were chosen in collaboration with our stakeholders in this region. So these are tailored to be solutions to problems that are very relevant for a Pacific audience. So that can range from things like coral reef protection, and I'm a scuba diver myself, so that's something that I'm very excited about, cyclone modeling, and energy systems designed for island resilience, these type of topics. So to amplify the impact of these sessions, the event features panels that include like the youth STEMpreneur presentations, a dynamic STEM education village, fostering knowledge exchange and regional collaboration. So with M Education Alliance, this is our implementing partner who has organized this event, and they have global reach. And so many of the solutions are poised to scale across Pacific nations. So rather than just being, hey, here's my invention, isn't it cool? It's like, hey, here's this invention I came up with that we could probably expand and use in later. Your island or over here in this situation. So that's really the goal is for this to have a larger impact than just, individual projects. And we also have participation of networks like the Global STEM Education Champions and Youth STEMpreneurs for Change.
That's so much information to take in, but I'm so excited. about the little STEM village. So I believe this is going to be a little booth set up where, students and participants can come in, they get to interact with people, find out more about their programs, find out more about all the good stuff that they're doing. So in case you are at home right now, it's holidays. You're at home with your children. You've got nothing to do, from September 9th to September 11th. Bring them down to the FNU Namaka Campus. They have to come and see for firsthand what science, technology, engineering, and mathematics is doing, not just all over the world, but right here at home in the Pacific. And you get to see and meet with people who look just like us, and they can help you to turn your dreams into reality. And guess what? Since FNU is right there as well, if you want to continue your education in those fields, we're just right there. You can just come to us and we'll help you find a program that will help you to turn your dream into reality. Now, finally, I think this question has been with me since we started. So how can our very own FNU students, our educators, and other interested young people from the Pacific, maybe they're here, for the concert, because the week before that we have the big homecoming concert. So if they're here for that, if they're planning to stay, a week longer, how can they be involved in this, or how can they register to take part in this?
Sure. So check out FNU's Facebook page. Check out the meducationalliance.org. So the letter M as in Mary, educationalliance.org. There's information on there on how to register. So we do ask that people who would like to come, please go on and register.
Right.
But participation is totally free. And we're really excited. We want to get a big turnout. We want to get a lot of people there who are interested in this. Because, look, in my experience working in trying to promote education in various countries, the thing that inspires young people like around the world is stories of other relatively young, slightly older, but still kind of young people who were in their shoes a few years ago.
Right.
And now look at what they're doing. And that's what we've really tried to do here. And so I think it's a really wonderful opportunity. And like I said earlier, STEM education, it is, yes, look, it's job security. These are fields that are going to be critical to the economies of all countries going forward. But more importantly, and hopefully really importantly to the young people across the Pacific, is that these are careers that can make an impact in your communities and can really help provide both economic prosperity, but also things like health, infrastructure, and other things that we all rely on. So come on down. We're really excited about it. Maybe not quite as, it'll be almost as fun as the concert.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah. I agree with you on that. It will be. Trust me. Now, if you missed it, this is absolutely free. So you don't pay a single cent from your pocket to come and attend the STEM-tastic Adventure program. So anything that has the word adventure related to it, it's going to be good. So if you are at home, like I said, whether you're in high school, whether you're in Jasper, Natambua, you're in Ratunavula, you were in Singatoka Methodist, you were in super schools at that time, but you want to go down for the week just to see this, check this out. Be sure to be at the FNU Namaka Campus. In case you don't know where our Namaka Campus is, you can't miss it. It's at the biggest roundabout, close to the airport, FNU Namaka Campus, from September 9th to September 11th, which is just next month, straight after the homecoming concert. So in case you were there already for the concert, you can stay a few days more. Be sure to attend the STEM-tastic Adventures. Get to know more about how STEM is going to provide solutions for our problems right here in the Pacific and how you can be part of the change. So make sure that you come on down and check this out on our FNU Facebook page. Registration is compulsory. You need to register in order to attend. Absolutely free, like I said, but it's important and compulsory that you register. So be sure that you come and check out the FNU Facebook page. The link will be there, so you can come in and register and be there from September 9th to September 11th. I don't know about you, but if I had this opportunity in high school, I would run. I would run. With my whole friend group, I would run. So if you're a parent, make sure this is the place you have to be from September 9th to September 11th. So we'll see you then. Thank you so much, sir, for taking out your time. And we hope you enjoy Fiji. And we wish you all the best for your big STEM-tastic adventure coming up.
Thank you so much, Crystal. We look forward to seeing you there.
Oh, I'm hoping I am there as well to be part of the adventure. So until next time, thank you so much for tuning in. Vinaka.